Vamos. Very good. Vamos. Es vamos. Mos is us. Mos. Nosotros vamos. Ellos van. Van. That's fine. We're not into that today. I'm just going to take you there. So, hoy, today, vamos, we're going a estudiar, study, comida y la cocina. Cocina is kitchen. Things of the kitchens and foods. All right, so a ton is a what?
Ton. Pinza.
Pinza. That's a ton. Grater.
Rallador.
Rallador. Because it's a double L, so rallador. Double L.
Rajador.
Remember, double L is like a J. So rallador.
Rajador.
Yeah. And it comes from the verb rayar, to grate. To rayar.
Rajador.
So batedor, shaker. Batedor. You bate. That's I didn't put it in English yet. That's grease splatter. Is that what it is? Grease. How do you call that? That you put on top of the frying pan. Yeah, but it has a name. It's grease guard or grease splatter.
Grease proof.
Yeah. It's to cover the frying grease. Yeah. So it's a protector of salpicaduras. Don't worry about it. It's just an exposure to you. Yeah. Spotted, that's right, spotted guard or something like that. Alright. So potato masher, majador de papas. Remember, potato is papas. Potato is papa. Majador is to mash.
Majador de papas.
Papas.
Majador de papas.
If you're going to say mashed potatoes, how would you say it? Well, no, mashed potatoes. I mean the actual mashed potatoes. So mash potatoes.
Papas. Majador.
I'm just gonna give you a it's called puree or de papa.
Not mashed puree.
Sí, también se dice, sí, you say papas
Puree de papa.
majadas,
Okay.
mashed potatoes. I think this will be easier for you to say. Puree de papa. Because you know that one is papas. We do have to look for the words that appeal us the most, the easier words, instead of the most complicated. Yeah, that helps. Colander, colador. Vegetable peeler, pelador de vegetales. So how will you say vegetables en español? Vegetales. Funnel. Embudo. Write it there. Write it in your paper. That's your paper. You write it. Embudo is a funnel. Embudo. Tea kettle. Tetera is a tea maker. Tetera. Hervidor. Hervidor is to boil.
Tira.
It's a water boiler. But tetera is proper because it's to make tea mostly.
Tira.
Tetera.
Okay, so it's either the hard lab.
Yeah, tetera or water boiler.
Okay.
Yeah, tetera is appropriate name. Food processor, procesador de comida.
Procesador de comida.
De comida. You have a very good accent.
Procesador de
You have a very
comida.
good accent. Yeah. Baking pan. Oh no. Mezclador de palillo.
Mezclador
De palillo. Stick
Stick
blender. Palillo is stick. Y blender is mezclador. Yeah.
Stick.
Mm.
Mezclador. Blender.
Y bandeja de horno is baking pan.
Bandera
So this one.
de
Yeah, that goes there. You can write it next to bandeja de horno, baking pan. So horno is
Bake.
a bake. It's oven. Horno is an oven. So how you say pizza in the oven? Pizza en el horno. Horno. Horno is oven.
Pizza de horno.
Pizza de horno. I think this is an Italian word. I gotta verify. Okay, so that's just the names of things that we use. Let's get into the nice part of this. Because remember, we're going to learn the names of the foods. And I'll tell you, I'm not sure about other countries, but it is tough to ask for a fried egg in the United States. Most places you say fried eggs, and somehow they do fried eggs. But here you have to be very specific on how do you want fried. Just like ordering a steak, they'll ask you 300 questions. How do you want a steak? I don't know, medium well. Well, eggs. So eggs is you have what? Okay, I'm sorry. Types of eggs. No, let me rephrase that. Yeah, types of how do you cook eggs? So eggs is huevos. Huevos. Huevos is egg. So ham and egg will be jamón is ham. Jamón. Y huevo. Jamón y huevo.
Oh, eggs.
Jamón y huevo. All right, so I'll say you're going to eat breakfast and you want eggs. How would you say that you want your eggs? Let's say, and they're how do you want them? Scrambled, fried.
Hervido duro.
Hervido duro. Hervido is boiled. Boiled.
Hervido.
You can put in boiled. So if you want to, because if you say hervido only, they're gonna ask you how do you want it. That's what I mean by being difficult. You have to. So how do you want it? And then you might say soft, medium, or hard for boiled eggs, right? So you got to be specific. So hervido means boiled. So hervido duro,
Duro.
hervido suave. Suave is soft. Suave is soft. Rico, suave. Suave is soft.
So duro would be hard one.
Duro is hard. Revueltos mean revolts, scrambled, revueltos. So you want, yo quiero huevos revueltos. Yo quiero huevos revueltos. Yo quiero huevo hervido duro, hervido suave, hervido medio, medium. How do you like your boiled eggs? Hard?
Hervido duro.
Hervido duro. Okay. How about you?
I don't like boiled eggs.
Okay.
But scrambled eggs.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Scrambled hard.
Scrambled
I would say
hard.
Scrambled hard. I don't like it runny.
You don't want to run exactly.
Right.
So you
how
gotta
would
be
I say that?
specific on how you want them.
So how is that?
Oh, revuelto duro. Duro is hard.
Hard.
Duro. Like hervido duro, revuelto duro.
So scrambled is, oh, you have toasted there, but you have,
Not yet, I haven't gotten there
no,
yet.
I know, but where's
Yeah.
the scrambled at, just by itself?
Revueltos.
Where?
Revueltos.
Revolted.
Oh, I see what happened. They moved. I am so sorry. Yeah, when I printed it, they moved. Okay, that's why they're not there. Okay. Scramble, revueltos.
Which one is scrambled?
Revolts.
This is
Yeah,
scrambled.
revolt. Yeah, that's it. Oh man, they moved. I
Ay,
am so sorry. Okay, let's adapt. So hard boil. Oh my God, look at that. It's all the way down here. You make a little change and it just goes. All right. Hard boil is hervido duro.
That's hard.
Hard boil.
Okay, that's hard boiled.
Hard boil, hervido duro. Boil es hervido.
Okay.
Soft boil, hervido suave.
Olvido suave.
I am so sorry. He moved.
Well, I was thinking, I didn't understand.
He moved on me and I didn't even realize until now.
Okay, scrambled is this.
And scramble is revueltos.
Revoltos. Combo.
How do you pronounce that again?
Revoltos.
Read it.
Revoltos.
Veltus.
Re. Go ahead.
Veltus. So I say Doro Revoltus, or I say Revoltus Doro.
You could say, well, you're already talking about eggs.
Now, I don't wanna know about that.
No, but you're already talking about eggs, so how do you want your egg?
I want them.
Revueltos
Doro.
duros.
So you say which word first? The Doro
Revuel-
first or at the end?
You, either one.
So I say Doro Revoltus.
No, it's not revolt. That's a U. That is an U. It's revu. Revueltos. Revueltos. You could say revueltos duro or duro revuelto. Now that you ask me that, in Spanish, first goes the noun and then the adjective.
Oh. reverse.
So es caballo blanco. Caballo, horse, blanco. Let's go Casa Blanca, the White House. Casa Blanca. In English, is the adjective first
right.
and then the noun.
Okay, so noun,
So first is the noun and then the adjective. Caballo blanco or Casa Blanca. When I was learning English, I always remember Casa Blanca. So what goes first? The name in Spanish, Casa Blanca, but in English is the adjective.
that says house, right?
Casa. Casa Blanca is white house. But in English you say white first, the
Right,
adjective,
right.
and then house.
Okay.
Now, if you say it backwards, people would understand you. Not an issue. You could say huevos revueltos duros or duros revueltos. No problem. Blanca casa, casa blanca. Okay, man, he moved all the way up. Alrighty, and then so we got the eggs. Now you could have them fritos,
Right.
which is fried, huevos fritos, and that's another ordeal
Fritos. Right.
because you need to say how.
Sunny side up. Easy over easy.
You have to be so specific about how you want your eggs. How do you like your fried eggs?
Well fried.
You gotta be more specific than
like-
that.
Okay, fritos, duro.
So because you have some people like the yellow yolk
The dip.
to dip in, and they want to see it up,
Sunny
yellow,
side up. That's
sunny side up. And then you have the one that is over easy. They still want the yolk soft, but they don't want it yellow. They want it a little bit cooked. So you could turn it over a little bit, or you could just splash the hot oil on top of it. And then some people like hard yolk, so fried hard.
I think if it's fried, it
Yeah,
has to be
fritos
toasted.
duro.
Okay, so fried soft.
Or sunny side up.
Sunny side up is fried soft, but
You can
it's
dip
still, you can see the yellow.
Right.
Some people don't like to see the yellow, they like to have the white.
Wow, this is like a big deal.
Yeah. So it's not easy, it's not easy. So, but fritos means fried, and then you tell me. Omelette is tortilla. Now tortilla is like what Mexican use for the burritos and so on. It's the same name.
Like the double L and the J.
Ja, yeah, tortilla. Tortilla. Let's go with the jugos. Jugos. Jugo de tomate. Tomate is tomato.
Tomato.
So jugo is juice. Juices. Orange juice.
Tomato.
Jugo de naranja. Naranja. Apple juice. Man, I gotta fix this. I'm so sorry. Jugo de manzana. So manzana is apple.
That's all.
Manzana. Manzana is apple. Jugo de toronja. Toronja is grapefruit. Even in English, it's a weird name. Why would you call it grapefruit? It's not a grape. But we call it, no, it doesn't even look like it. It's not a grape, but we call it grapefruit. It's just like the other vegetable, eggplant. Sorry, it's not, it doesn't look like an egg.
Right.
I don't know where that name came from, but they call it eggplant. So jugo de toronja. Y café, that one we know, or té. Or té, té. Té, por favor.
Café or
Y té, what type of té?
café or té.
Té de naranja, té de, you gotta find out.
Green tea.
Verde, verde, té verde, or té negro, yeah. Té verde. All right, so we'll go with meats, carnes. Carne dijo. Bacon es tocino.
Bacon tocino.
Tocino. Ham,
Tocino.
jamón. You can see the accent on the O.
Jamon.
Salchicha.
Sausage.
Sausage. Salchicha.
Salchicha.
In fact, the what do we call those little dogs that are Mexican? Chihuahuas. They call them salchicha. Un perro salchicha. Because it looks like a sausage. Bread, pan. So if I say panaderia, I'm saying, if I say pan, aderia, let me write it.
Pan.
If I say pan, naderia. Panaderia is a bakery, it's where they do bread, where they make bread.
Bakery.
Yeah. Panaderia. Well, they call it where they make bread. Bakery here is different because they make all kind of pastries and so on.
I mean, they just.
But
make-
panaderia is when they make bread. Yeah. They make bread. And you can smell it in the whole neighborhood when they're making that bread in the morning. Oh, you smell that bread and you go and get it and it's hot.
Hungry now.
Yeah, it's hot, it's delicious. So that's pan. So toasted
Panaderia.
is tostado. Tostado.
Tostado.
Why is it scrambled next to it?
Because it should have been going next to revuelto.
Alright.
Somehow I went in trying to fix it and I fixed the other one, but this one was messed up.
Okay, so that's why hard boil and soft boil.
Yeah, exactly. It should be soft boiled. Yeah, it's soft, hervidos suaves. Scrambled is much to revuelto. Yeah, so sorry about that, my friend. Now, so we have bread is pan, toasted.
Es pan tostado.
So toast,
Tostado.
pan tostado. If you want toasted bread, pan tostado. Yeah. Now they do have tortillas, which are the Mexican tortillas.
Tortillas.
Either corn, yellow corn, white corn,
Yes.
or flour. And Mexico and some of those countries in South America, Central America, tortilla is like their daily meal. That goes with everything. The same thing with arepas. There are a couple of countries, Venezuela and Colombia, that arepas is everything. They eat it with everything. Yeah, arepas. And that's yes, a tortilla. It's a thicker tortilla.
With beans.
All right, so milk, leche,
Leche.
cream, crema,
Crema.
cheese, queso,
Queso.
queso. See if you make a remember, if I remember.
Quesadilla. That will have cheese. Quesos. Okay.
What does that mean?
I remember you said.
Que is what? Que
Que.
is what?
Es.
What?
What is
What is this?
What is this? What is this?
What-
What
what-
is this? What is that? Okay.
What is, yeah. No, what is that? You're correct. Eso is that. Esto is this. Eso is that. Esto, closer to me, is this. Esto, eso. But que es eso sounds like queso.
Oh, that
Que-
cheese, yeah.
Yeah, sounds like cheese, right? ¿Qué es eso? If you don't separate it, you say queso.
Queso, okay.
That's why I wrote it. That's a good way to remember it. ¿Qué es eso? Queso? Queso? You go like cheese? No, what is that?
Yes.
Yogurt? Yogur. Yogur. Honey. Miel. Miel.
Miel.
Miel is honey.
Get rid of that apple juice. It's supposed to come.
Yeah, juices is next to jugos on the other side. I'm so glad. I'm so sorry about that. I hate to do it. So apple juice is jugo de manzana on the left. Jam, mermelada, marmalade, right? They call marmalade, mermelada. Jam. Mermelada de mango. Mermelada de piña. What is piña?
Fine.
Pineapple. Piña. Because that's another name. Weird name. Pineapple? What the heck is that? Where did that come from? When you teach, you understand that. Where does that word come from? Pineapple. Eggplant. Grapefruit. So pineapple. Piña. Piña is pineapple.
Piña.
That's very common. You could ask for piña colada. Thank you very much. That's it. So we know that. Something,
that and the margarita and all that stuff.
something clicked. Yeah, I know piña. Piña colada. So remember that
You got any here?
we should bring our blender and remember the colander. Remember the colander? That's colado. Remember? Colador. Colado. So it's piña colada means filtered pineapple or
Let's squeeze it.
yeah. Piña colada. That's where the name comes from. And butter. Mantequilla.
Mantequilla. Mantequilla.
Mantequilla.
Mantequilla.
So if it's not mantequilla,
Mantequilla.
it's not mantequilla. It's,
Mantequilla.
Or it tastes like mantequilla. What was the commercial about?
If it's not,
Butter.
it tastes like butter,
Well, butter or margate? What is it? What's the other one that looks like butter? When they came out?
What? Margarine?
Margarine.
Yeah.
But there was a great commercial about
Yeah,
it.
it's not that way.
It's better if it's not butter or something.
Something
Yeah,
about
it's not
butter.
butter.
It's not really butter, but they're
Yeah.
saying
It's
it's.
not really butter, but
Yeah.
now there was one in the 70s that came out that was you cannot fool Mother Nature.
Oh, yeah.
And that was an actress, I forgot her name, that was against homosexuals.
Oh, yeah. Anita Bryant.
Anita Bryan, thank you.
She was with the orange juice.
Oh, it was the orange juice. Yeah, it was the orange juice. And she said, you cannot fool Mother Nature because they were trying to come out with something that was like orange juice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Butter was the same thing with margarine and butter.
And then they used to call it oleo.
That's right.
Oleo margarine.
Oleo margarine. Yeah.
Ugh.
So that's for us
Old.
elders.
I thought we were
Mantequilla.
all elders, maybe
So-
not her.
So if you're gonna say toasted bread with butter. No, don't look at it. Don't look at it. No, let's think. Let's think for a minute. Toasted bread, remember? Tostado, right?
Tostado.
Pan,
And
tostado, not pan, pan.
Tostado.
Pan tostado
Pan.
y mantequilla.
Pan tostado
tostado.
y mantequilla. That's very common.
Mantequilla.
Café,
Mantequilla.
pan tostado y mantequilla y huevos revueltos duros. Yeah? So we can ask. We can now ask a few things. Yeah?
we could point.
You can. They say that that's what's the worst thing a woman can do to a man?
What?
Point and laugh.
See him walking by this.
Point and laugh. They go, ah.
They're getting from their egos right behind.
Yeah, I know, that's it. Yeah. Point and laugh.
They're thinking about it, right?
How about if I want a ham and cheese? I didn't teach you sandwich, but sandwich is known all over the world. Ham and cheese sandwich. And just say sandwich. Ham and cheese, sandwich. Sandwich with jamón y queso. Sandwich with jamón y queso. Sandwich is known pretty much everywhere.
Sandwich is sandwich?
Well, because it's just like a hamburger is a hamburger. Because they're so well known in the United, and people, the whole world uses it, a sandwich. They don't say, now in Spanish, and now you will understand why they don't say this word. That's a sandwich. That equals sandwich. Okay, so I missed one. Emparelado.
Empanada.
So that's why people say sandwich. Because it's tougher. And everyone knows sandwich. Now, in Mexico they call it torta.
Empanada.
Torta is a sandwich. Don't go by that too much. Just say sandwich. A torta in other countries is a cake. But in Mexico, this is a sandwich. So don't go by that. Don't go. Sandwich is fine. Now, why would they call this a sandwich emparedado? I'll tell you why. What is this called
Wall.
in Spanish?
Wallo.
Pared. So this is a pared. That's why they call this emparedado, because it goes between two walls, type of thing. That's why they call it emparedado. But if you say sandwich, you're okay everywhere. So, real quick, if this is pared, what is that? We're not there yet? We're not into, okay, we'll learn. It's important to learn the name of things around us. Piso. Remember peso? Piso. But we'll get to that later. You know, so that's why they call it emparedado, because it's between two walls. So it's the same. So, okay, and if I want coffee with milk,
Leche.
Latte.
con leche, with the scone,
Café.
C-O-N,
Café con
café con leche,
Sin sucre.
sin azúcar. Sucre, no, sucre is
Salt, right? What's
Silk.
in Dutch is a sugar,
sugar? Yeah.
sugar.
Okay.
But
It's
in,
from somewhere.
but in parts of India, it's thank you, sugar.
Sugar is sugar. That's my maiden name.
Yes?
Sugar?
Sugar.
Sugar. Oh, azúcar. Uh-huh.
Sugar.
Yeah, sugar. How do you spell it?
Sugar.
How do you spell your middle name?
No, that's my last name.
Yeah.
C
T.
U
C. T as in Tom? Or
C U K
Oh.
I E R.
Soup. Okay, you go. Okay, now I'm gonna say cookie.
Sugar.
Sugar. And that means sugar? There you go. So it's the same as sugar.
Right.
Azúcar en español es,
Super. Spanish.
en español es azúcar.